Imagine waking up one day, burdened by the weight of life's struggles, years of anxiety, sleepless nights, and relentless battles. Now, what if you were told that in just 2 nights, everything would change? That God Himself had ordained these 2 nights for your breakthrough, healing, and divine intervention. This is not just a fleeting hope, but a promise from God. Welcome to a powerful message that speaks to the very heart of what it means to trust God, even in the darkest of times. Prepare yourself as we dive into a divine revelation that will change your life, God's warning and promise for the nights of October 23rd and 24th. The significance of these 2 nights, God's message is clear. The nights of October 23rd and 24th are not like any other. These nights have been set apart since the foundation of the world, and they carry the weight of divine completion. Just as God delivered His people from the oppressive hand of Pharaoh, He is preparing to deliver you from whatever has been holding you back. Imagine the Israelites standing at the edge of the Red Sea, pursued by an enemy they couldn't escape. Their only option was to trust in God. And what did God do? He parted the sea, creating a path where there was none. Similarly, God is about to part the seas in your life, whether it's fear, doubt, financial lack, or emotional turmoil. These 2 nights are when God's power will descend like fire upon the earth. God's miracles are still alive. Let me share a personal story. A friend of mine had been battling an illness for years. Doctors had given up hope, telling her there was nothing more they could do. But she held on to her faith, believing that God could still work a miracle. On one of these nights, October 24th, after prayer and steadfast belief, she woke up completely healed. What doctors couldn't do, God did in a moment. This is the power of God that transcends human understanding and logic. Just as He provided manna from heaven to the Israelites, God is still providing for His people today. Whether it's spiritual, emotional, or physical, He is Jehovah Jireh, your provider. In these 2 nights, God will meet your needs in ways you cannot even imagine. Personal example of God's breakthrough. Years ago, I was in a financial crisis. Bills piled up, and no matter how hard I worked, it felt like I was sinking deeper into debt. I prayed, fasted, and believed, but nothing seemed to change. Then, one night, much like these 2 significant nights, I felt a strong prompting from God to trust Him fully. The very next day, I received an unexpected job offer that provided more than enough to cover my debts. God had been working behind the scenes, even when I couldn't see it. Divine healing and restoration. In the Bible, we read about the woman with the issue of blood. She had been suffering for 12 long years. But the moment she touched the hem of Jesus' garment, she was healed. On these 2 nights, October 23rd and 24th, God is releasing the same healing power over His people. If you are sick in your body, declare your healing in Jesus' name. God is not bound by time or medical reports. With Him, all things are possible. God's promise of restoration. Do you remember the story of Job? He lost everything, yet his faith in God never wavered. Because of his steadfastness, God restored to him twice as much as he had before. The same God who restored Job is ready to restore you. What have you lost? What dreams have been buried? God is breathing life into them once again. On these nights, God is not only restoring what was lost but multiplying it. Whether it's financial, emotional, or spiritual restoration, God is turning your story around. What the enemy meant for evil, God is turning for your good. Overcoming giants. David stood before Goliath with nothing but a sling and a stone. Everyone doubted him, but David's faith in God was unshakable. In your life, there may be giants, situations that seem too big to overcome. But just as David defeated Goliath, you too will overcome your giants. October 23rd and 24th are nights when the giants in your life will fall. The power of faith. Faith is the key that unlocks God's miracles. Just as Abraham believed in God's promises, even when it seemed impossible, God is calling you to stand firm in your faith. These 2 nights are moments of divine intervention, but they require your faith. Reach out and touch the hem of God's garment, and you will receive your breakthrough. A final lesson, walking in boldness. As we conclude, the lesson is clear: God is faithful to His promises. These 2 nights, October 23rd and 24th, are nights of divine breakthrough, healing, and restoration. But God also calls His people to walk in boldness. Just as He called Gideon, a man who felt inadequate, God is calling you. He does not call the qualified, He qualifies the called. Walk in faith, trust in His timing, and watch as God moves mountains on your behalf. The world may be in chaos, but remember, God is in control. The old things are passing away, and you are stepping into a new season of abundance and victory. These 2 nights are not just dates on the calendar. They are divinely appointed moments for God's intervention in your life. As you watch, pray, and believe, know that God is working behind the scenes. Your breakthrough is near. The same God who parted the Red Sea, healed the sick, and raised the dead is moving on your behalf. Stand firm in your faith, and prepare to witness the fullness of God's glory.
If this message resonates with you, hit that like button and let the universe know you're ready for your breakthrough. Subscribe to our channel for more transformative insights and guidance on your journey to abundance. Share this video with friends and family who need to hear this today. Let's amplify our positive energy together. Your engagement not only helps us grow but also strengthens the cosmic energy we are building as a community. Together, we can uplift each other and manifest our dreams into reality, one positive action at a time.